Speaking of Hunter Biden and the laptop, we have here confirmation that absolutely this is not part of a Russian disinformation campaign.
Plus, what's real and what's fake? Is this Russian disinformation, Director?
So, Maria, it's funny that some of the people that complain the most about intelligence being politicized are the ones politicizing intelligence. And unfortunately, in this case, it is Adam Schiff, the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, who, as you pointed out on Friday, said that the intelligence community believes that Hunter Biden's laptop and the emails on it are part of some Russian disinformation campaign. Let me be clear. The intelligence community doesn't believe that because there's no intelligence that supports that. And we have shared no intelligence with Chairman Schiff or any other member of Congress that Hunter Biden's laptop is part of some Russian disinformation campaign. It's simply not true. And this is exactly what I said I would stop when I became the Director of National Intelligence. And that's people using the intelligence community to leverage some political narrative. And in this case, apparently Chairman Schiff wants anything against his preferred political candidate to be deemed as not real and is using the intelligence community or attempting to use the intelligence community to say there's nothing to see here. Don't drag the intelligence community into this. Hunter Biden's laptop is not part of some Russian disinformation campaign, and I think it's clear that the American people know that.
Well, I'm glad for one that we have the Director of National Intelligence, clarifying this. Let's see here.
Same situation that we faced around the narrative that President Trump colluded with Russia. And you were the congressman investigating much of this during 2018 and 2019. You joined me on my program many times asking the FBI to release documents. They didn't. They sat on documents so people did not really understand. It took you coming out just a few weeks ago and declassifying handwritten notes that John Brennan wrote, which indicated Hillary Clinton had the idea to tie President Trump to Russia. And the FBI knew it. Again, that was not released until a couple of weeks ago by you. How long did the FBI sit on that?
Well, Maria,
Interesting how he just went from, yeah, I came into this position to prevent people from releasing political, like having a political spin on information. And one of her follow-up questions is mentioning that he declassified information specifically for a political end.
So to remind people what I declassified, it was authentic Russian intelligence. It was Russian intelligence that was briefed by the former CIA director, John Brennan, to President Obama and Vice President Biden. And then it was properly referred by the CIA to the FBI for investigation. And it all related to a Hillary Clinton plan to create
Ultralisk. Come back
Trump
again anytime,
Russia
okay?
collusion narrative that wasn't true. It wasn't just the...
Now, you might be wondering to yourself, we have more.
Clearly, that's what committed these abuses of power, and very clearly that's what they were, abuses of power within the intelligence community and within law enforcement, some of which has now been proven to be criminal. Those are the same people that want to return to power. They want to have the same opportunity to control the levers of power and to, again, mislead the American people. So I think that's something that the American people should consider as they go in and look at elections and everything that is going on in this country. But again, I think it's important that we have the opportunity to bring truth to what the American people should know, and I'm going to continue to do that as long as I'm privileged to hold this position.
So we know that Hillary Clinton comes up with the idea to tie Trump to...
Committed these abuses of power.
So, this is the Director of National Intelligence, talking about, after specifically clarifying here that, politicians shouldn't be making narratives out of this information. Then going on to talk about how politicians, he has access to information, and that these politicians don't fit into his narrative, and he will bring truth to this. Now, all of this are very good points by Ratcliffe here. However, here's a little interesting chart. Here are the backgrounds of directors of national intelligence, going back to the 1960s. Now, I wonder if you can notice anything about this chart. Like, one of these things is not quite like the other. We got John Negroponte, John McConnell, Dennis Blair. Well, look at that, a lifetime Navy man. We got James Clapper, an Air Force guy, DIA, NGIA, DNI. We got Dan Coates, brief Army stint, and then staff, House, Senate, Germany, again in the Senate. And then we have John Ratcliffe. Nothing, 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 nothing. Oh, he was a mayor, and I'm not really sure what this is. Anti-terror U.S. attorney, served a couple years in the House, and then and now he became the director of national intelligence somehow, despite lacking all of these qualifications. I think one of the important things to point out about this story is that John Ratcliffe has been rejected for this job by the Trump administration prior to getting appointed again. He was deemed not to have the qualifications required to be the director of national intelligence, and then he suddenly became director of national intelligence. Weird how sometime within the Trump administration, he suddenly became qualified after being rejected for not being qualified. I wonder what quality Trump really, really cares about rather than any other qualification. Might be someone who's willing to spin in his direction. Might be someone who is willing to form a narrative, per se. As it is, I do not think you should be trusting anything that this man is saying. I'm not gonna say that what he said was inaccurate. I am not aware enough about the specifics of what he's talking about here. Regarding Hunter Biden and like the Hillary Clinton declassification or whatever. But I do know that this last part where he's talking about, we have the opportunity to bring truth and all of that. Yeah, I think maybe you should squint at that and be a little bit skeptical. Okay, guys? Just maybe. Just maybe. Maybe.